Hello everyone and welcome to a channel update. It's been a little while since we had the last one and things have changed since the last one. So yeah, to start off with, I just finished the main story of Alan Wake the other day. I'm going to be doing the DLC episodes. I'm not sure how long those will take, couple hours probably at most. There is a Patreon suggestion post over on patreon.com/chronosplays. There we go. I know my own link. Gathering suggestions for the next Patreon poll. Now, once the Alan Wake series ends, that is being replaced by Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because I want to play that as soon as it comes out, and people have been asking me about it, and because things went whack at the beginning of the month and I lost 2 weeks, my plans have been in just disarray when it comes to like recording for this channel. Things are getting better now, obviously. I've streamed a little bit on the new computer. I've gotten most of everything on schedule except for Baldur's Gate 3. But yeah, so if you didn't know or see or whatever, I was gone for 2 weeks, maybe a little over 2 weeks. At the end of January, my computer broke. And by broke, I mean I broke it. You might have heard me mentioning that I was going to be swapping out the motherboard for a newer one because the motherboard I had been using was slightly defective, as there were some audio issues here and there coming from the onboard audio, and I couldn't get it figured out, and the warranty for the motherboard required me to take apart the computer and send it back. So I was just going to replace it with a DDR5 board, which I had planned to do after a little while anyways. I think I mentioned that when I made the computer. Sadly, the DDR5 board I got was also defective, but it was defective in the sense that it did not boot or post when I plugged everything in. So yeah, that was unfortunate, but I thought to myself, I can just put the old computer back together in like a little bit and get things back up and running until I get a replacement board, right? Unfortunately, I somehow just jammed the CPU back into the old motherboard, breaking it completely, to the point where I can't get it out. I don't know how it happened. Everything was lined up correctly. There was nothing there. But yeah, it just broke it. I broke it. And then I was without a computer, and you guys were without me for 2 weeks. I did stream a little bit with a fairly underwhelming old work laptop that I had. Those streams were fun, but we couldn't really do much other than just chat, which was fine. We did do one tier list, which was kind of funny, but that only happened because I couldn't even watch videos to react to from that old laptop. I know, right? But we have a new computer now. Alan Wake's gonna be ending soon, being replaced by Final Fantasy VII. And we're back to all Apollo Justice, right? That finally restarted. Having a blast with that. I hope you guys like that as well. Originally, I was going to replace Apollo Justice when that ended with Final Fantasy VII. That is clearly not happening anymore. Likely what's going to happen is when Apollo Justice ends, the Patreon series will swoop back in there, whatever wins the next poll. I don't know how much longer we have with Apollo Justice. I know the first one is relatively small, and I believe I'm halfway through the game. So with that as a gauge, probably a couple more weeks, and then the Patreon series will start back up. But yeah, I've been having a blast with Apollo Justice. You guys seem to really like it. I'm going to be handling it the same way I did with the Phoenix Wright series, where I play one, take a little bit of a break, play another one, take a little bit of a break, just so I don't wear myself out when it comes to like doing the voices and the visual novel stuff, because it can get a little, not overwhelming, but samey after a while. That's why I like to take breaks in between like long series like that. It's kind of why I never did a Final Fantasy game back to back to back to back when I was doing the walkthroughs, right? But yeah, it's going good, enjoying it. And yeah, I can't wait to see what happens with the Patreon series that comes next. Let's see. Baldur's Gate 3, yeah. I legitimately thought I would be done with this by now, but I love Baldur's Gate 3. Great game. Absolutely fantastic. If you haven't played it or see the series, I definitely recommend playing it, and also if you get the time, watch the series. Been super fun. It is long series, but it is nearing the end. I don't know when it's gonna end though. Sadly, I did move it to the 3rd slot because it was one of those series where it's like, I know not many people are watching it, but I'm having fun doing it. It's kind of like Octopath Traveler 2, right? It's like, I know not everyone's gonna want to watch it, but I want to play it. And that's where I usually put like my walkthroughs and stuff like that. It's more of the what I want to do slot compared to what I think you guys might want to watch, or the Patreon slots. Not saying that our interests don't always align, just sometimes I'm like, I know it's not going to do good, but I still want to put it on the channel type deal. Sometimes I'm pleasantly surprised and it works out relatively great. Some of the walkthroughs I've done, I was like, it's not going to do that great, and they just did fine. They did actually fantastic. But it should be, I don't know, probably a couple more weeks, I would imagine, if I can record it regularly. Maybe. I want to try to finish. I literally feel like I said the same thing last update videos. Like, I want to at least finish as many as the companion quests as I can before moving on. Being said, I could always save those for later because, like, I haven't spent a lot of time with a lot of the companions. Like, straight up, like, I kind of got set in my ways with my characters, and I swap some people out here and there every once in a while, but I'll definitely finish them. Yeah, but some of them I just haven't really used in combat, like, at all since the beginning of the game. I tried swapping in someone later on, and they were just awful, so I swapped them back out. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. Once that's done, Suikoden 5 walkthrough, that's gonna be going to that slot. It's been a long time coming. It will finish up the Suikoden walkthrough series. After that walkthrough series is done, I don't know what series I would do a walkthrough on again. Maybe Breath of Fire 1 through 4, but I honestly haven't played 4 that much. I've played it a few times, but I don't know if I'd be confident in making a walkthrough of it. I'll probably definitely do a walkthrough of games that I will likely do a walkthrough after this is done. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, Final Fantasy Legends 2, Star Ocean 2. I might do Romancing Saga 3? Maybe. I could finish up Saga Frontier in that slot, I guess, too. I haven't finished the remastered playing it. I did start streaming it, but I kind of stopped doing that. But honestly, I don't know, in terms of like series, I guess I could do Dragon Quest, but I've definitely only played Dragon Quest 7 like 1.5 times. Did I finish the 3DS? I don't think I finished the 3DS version, but I made it halfway through that one, I think. It was a good remake. It was actually a lot smoother transition, but I just didn't really have my 3DS on me all the time after playing it for so long. I've never beat 9. 10 wasn't released in America. Honestly, I don't really know much about Dragon Quest 6 either. I beat it, I think, only once. I mean, maybe I would definitely probably do Dragon Quest 5, right? It's one of my favorite games. Definitely my favorite Dragon Quest game. I've played that a lot. So, probably do a Dragon Quest 5 walkthrough at some point. But yeah, in terms of walkthroughs after that, I think we're just going to be doing, like, either more blind Let's Plays or one-off videos. But that's thinking in the way future. I keep mentioning one-off videos. I have plans for one-off videos. Haven't had time to do any of them. Not having a computer for 2 weeks does that. But no, I want to do one more hour ofs or just one-off things here and there. But well, I'll worry about that later. Actually, the gameplay you're seeing right now, I had an idea for a one-off video for this. It's called Hero's Adventure: Road to Passion. I don't know how popular it is. I just got it like a couple of days ago. It was on sale. I saw a pop-up for it on Steam, and I was like, yeah, this seems pretty alright. Translation's pretty bad. It's like apparently a community fan translation that the company just bought? Hired? I don't know. I don't know if they're doing it for money or they were just doing it. It's playable. It's fun. I definitely think this was a mobile game at some point, but It was like $13 when I bought it. It's not too bad. I've definitely got my money worth out of it. It's pretty interesting though. There might be a one-off video in the future to see if I can kill everything in this game without joining any sex. So not like sex, like it's S-E-C-T. Sect. That. There we go. A group of people. Anyways, but we'll see. It's kind of a psychotic challenge, isn't it, Chronos? A little bit. But it seems definitely doable. I also kind of want to play Project Zomboid? Zomboid? Yeah. Like, I bought that game, like... Oh my god, when did I buy that game? Yeah, I actually don't know when I bought. I think I bought it when it first came out. It was very an early beta, early alpha. But apparently they changed a lot of it, so I want to do something with that at some point. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so things are coming, things are getting back to normal. Hopefully they, hopefully they stay being normal. Just one thing after the other, but, you know, car's all set now. I haven't complained about that all that often. Took a lot of effort, money, and pleading, pretty much, to finally get it settled. But that's figured out and done, at least for another couple years. Which at that point, I'll either get a new car or get a really strong bicycle. I don't know. Anyways, that's it for this update. If you got anything to say it in the comments. Hey, if you're interested in checking out the Patreon, patreon.com/ChronosPlace, links in the description. And yeah, I will see you all next time. Have a great day. Bye.